Evil itself, it definitely, it don't work in mysterious ways, just really screwed up ways. But let's think about this, Chicago, right? You've had some of, the biggest names in the drill culture come out, all right, with this no women, no kids movement. All right. Saying if you're going to be shooting out here, at least hit your target. Stop hitting innocent people, whether that be innocent men, women, and children. But, it said no women, no kids. All right. Trying to have some kind of structure, even if they're going to be gangbanging, And right on the heels of that, 2 groups of women get shot up last week. And now this week, 2 kids get killed, like on purpose. Like they were targeted, you know what I'm saying? In one instance, I think it was up in Portage Park. A little girl gets shot. Some people caught the shooter and, beat him down and shot him. He's still recovering, and they shot him in the face. They probably thought he was dead. But let's think about the nature of that. As soon as somebody tries something positive, or even say something positive like that, no women, no kids, who gets taken out like in huge, bunch of women get shot up and a couple died, and then these kids. You know what I'm saying? The whole point is to discourage you. And we're just talking about the spirit of evil itself. You're in a constant battle with it, within yourselves and other people, everything. It's just society. It's important that we don't let that discourage us, from doing good and continue to do good. Because that's why it's a battle in the first place, because there's another side to actually fight back. So it's more important now to express whatever good you have in you outwardly. We always talk about things like, putting stuff out in the air and the energy and all these different things. If you got it in you, you're doing something good, do it. Do it loud and proud, to counteract and be in a counterbalance towards the negativity and this evil. The whole purpose of that happening was to discourage what's good. To get you to say, what's the point? Everything's evil. Everything's bad. Why keep doing it? No. That's going to always be around. We have to ensure that the spirit of goodness, and charity and all these different things remain a constant, stable in our society as well. Or we got nothing except evil. And then it's really bad. But it's not a coincidence. It's definitely not a coincidence with the way that's happened. Trying to start that movement and then the fly in the face of it like a thumb in the eye, like haha. So much for that. These things happen. Just pay attention to that. On the flip side of that, man, it may be time. How can I say this? I say, sometimes vigilante justice is justified. You know what I mean? That's just it. And that's what it takes. Not necessarily when it comes down to violence or anything like that, but, just the concept of more of the community getting involved. I see a lot of videos where, citizens will get involved. They see somebody running from the cops, somebody else stick their foot out and trip them, or a bunch of people will tackle somebody, I just saw this one video on IG, the security guard being jumped by a bunch of white dudes. He told them, to move their boat so another boat can get in, to make room. They cocky, get mad, you know what I'm saying? And he starts fighting with one, and then some more run out and they jump him. Well, the boat he was trying to let get in was for the black folks. Guess what? That old saying, if the end don't win, then we all jump in. Even though he was being jumped, but it was like one of them scenarios. Guess who? All them brothers who was on that boat, they came out and was like, all right, now the numbers is even. What's up? Them punks was scared to get off the boat. They jumped on the boat and whooped on some of them. They weren't so hard now. That's the kind of unity we need every day in the hood. Not just when somebody being attacked like that, but, even when when like the majority of the time, the attack is coming from one of us against us, we need that same kind of energy. So, I applaud those guys. I was happy to see that, And I ain't talking about the race part of it. I ain't talking about that part. I'm just talking about that they jumped into action. Hey, so he getting jumped, man. Let's get him. I'm pretty sure that was in the forefront of people's minds, and it probably was. It is what it is. You know, if he was a white security guard, would those white guys would have jumped him? Probably. You know, he probably was drunk. You know how them dudes beat them boats. Jocks and trust fund kids. Got the douchebag Ed Hardy shorts on, cargo shorts, no shirt. A little hat or something, some Ray-Bans. A typical douchebag look. Decided to jump this man for doing his job, and they got instant justice. So I want to see more of that when it's one of us against one of us, and that same kind of concern. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need more of. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Might do some more uploads. Until then, y'all stay blessed.